Hey guys, Ragnar Revived here, and welcome to another Ragtime. That's what this is called, I forgot. I said before that not all of them are going to be face cams. This one is going to be one that's not a face cam, unfortunately. It's just kind of a hassle to set up the camera every time I want to do one of these. And this one, it's not about gaming news in particular, but I just wanted to put this one on the record because I remember making a video a couple years back about the Mass Effect 3 ending and how I thought it wasn't that bad. I recently played through the entire Mass Effect series again. I never played the first one before, but I did it because they released it on PlayStation 3 a while back. Then I played through Mass Effect 2, which I think everyone agrees is the best one. And then I played through Mass Effect 3 again, all the way through. It took me a while to finish it. I kind of paused for a while, then got back to it. And Jesus fucking Christ, the ending sucks. Oh my God. I can't believe I was so short-sighted back then. Maybe just because I was a dumbass and I just didn't know anything, and I still don't. But now I've learned enough to know that the Mass Effect 3 fucking ending was horrible. Even with the extended ending DLC, it's just such a betrayal of everything that came before. To boil everything down into three choices which ultimately have nothing to do with what you've been fighting for this entire time. Fuck the Star Child. Fuck the fucking Star Child sucks. I don't know where he came from. I don't know what he's doing there. He just spews some pseudo-philosophical bullshit about how order must continue and the cycle must go on forever and blah, blah, blah. But, oh, you presented a different variable. Maybe you can change it. Even the indoctrination theory would have been a better ending. However, I feel like if you're going to do a fake-out ending, you should have extra stuff after the end so that players actually know what's going on. I feel like the fake-out ending shouldn't be the actual ending, because then that's basically like, oh, and it was all a dream, and everyone knows those endings suck. So if you're going to do a fake-out ending, then you have to have more to it. Like maybe Shepard wakes up from the indoctrination if you succeeded, and then goes and actually destroys the Reapers. But the fact that you never get to actually destroy the Reapers on your own terms is just so fucking bullshit. The first time I played through again on the Mass Effect 3 ending, I tried to kill the Star Child, and you just get the worst possible ending, and it's such bullshit. You just lose. Everyone just loses. Everything you built up to that point, nope, nothing. You just lose. No point. It was all a waste. I don't know. I just wanted to put it on the record that I hated the fucking ending, and people were right to get upset. I don't know why I made that video in the past saying it wasn't that bad. Clearly, I didn't know enough. But yeah, I chose the destroy ending this time, playing through the Mass Effect 3 ending, and it's just such a betrayal, because I killed EDI, and I basically killed Legion by extension, and it's just like, Legion was one of my favorite fucking characters in the whole game, and the Geth-Quarian struggle is such a big deal throughout the whole thing, and it's rendered completely meaningless by this ending. I just killed off EDI and Legion, basically. And it's like, the whole struggle was pointless. Like, I imagine Shepard goes back to the ship after all this is over, the Reapers are dead or whatever, and Joker's just like, what the fuck, Shepard? The fuck did you do that for? And Shepard's like, well, you know, I had to kill all synthetics. Like, no, you didn't. We were only trying to kill the Reapers. What the fuck did other synthetics have to do with this? Man, what a fucking letdown. And it sucks because the rest of the game was not bad. Again, Mass Effect 2 was better in my opinion. The rest of the game at Mass Effect 3 wasn't bad. It had a lot of the core things that made Mass Effect good. I think the quests weren't quite as good and the characters weren't quite as developed as they were in Mass Effect 2. But it was a good game up until the ending. The battles just got kind of boring and repetitive toward the end. It was just a lot of fighting the same enemies over and over again in the same waves over and over again. I played it through on Insanity. I played the whole series except for the first one on Insanity. For some reason, I don't think the first one was balanced for Insanity at all, at least not on the first playthrough. Again, that was my first time playing through it at all, and I just couldn't do it on Insanity. But I did Mass Effect 2 and 3 on Insanity, and it just got boring and repetitive fighting through the last few waves of enemies before the end of the game. And then you get to the Star Child bullshit, and if the game had just ended after you deal with the Elusive Man and Anderson, and then like the beacon goes off and destroys all the Reapers, that would have been cool. I think it would have been, maybe it would have been a little bit of a cop-out, but I think it would have been really cool, and it would have been satisfying. It would have been a good conclusion. But the game just keeps going on, and then they introduce a new character at the very end of the game, and then presents you with these bullshit choices, completely ignoring your entire struggle up until that point. And it's just, wow. I'm just beating a dead horse here. I'm saying things that other people have already said at length. I'm really just jumping on the bandwagon at the end because, man, it took me a second playthrough and all of this maturity I've gained over the years to realize how bad the ending was, and I'm so sorry to anyone I might have offended with that video I posted way back about the Mass Effect 3 ending being alright. I think my idea back then was that, you know, everything leading up to the ending was fun, so the ending itself wasn't that bad. But I realize now how dumb and stupid that opinion was, because first of all, everything leading up to the ending, as I said, on Insanity was just boring. It got repetitive, it just got boring. But then you get to the ending, and it's just the most unsatisfying betrayal of everything that came before. And I can't even imagine playing through it without the extended ending DLC, because then you just have so many questions, and there's no fulfillment, there's no thing at all. And I wish I had footage of this to show you guys, but when I did the destroy ending, it glitched out. There's a scene where they're putting like the names on the memorial, and there was no character putting the names. It was just a floating plaque placing itself on the memorial. Man, my God, it was like an extra slap an extra slap to the face. I don't know what I was trying to say. Anyway, that's just my revised opinions on the Mass Effect 3 ending. Let me go, blah, blah, blah. And thank you guys for watching. I'm going to turn my attention to Ralph. What's your opinion on the Mass Effect 3 ending?
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
And right you are. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good one. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, please, and share this video if you agree or if you hate me. Either one will do. And more videos to come in the future. Next video is going to be on Detroit Become Human. I don't want to, spill too much of my opinion before I put out the video, but I really like that game. So expect a video on that coming very soon.